Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin and still not blue. And it's time to get round to that December haul that got delayed for reasons that I think I've gone into before. And if you're interested, my mum is feeling much better and she's at home. Okay, I'll get on with it because I'm supposed to have a light month in December, so there aren't that many titles. But it didn't kind of work out that way, so there are quite a few. Okay, here we go. First up, we have an old favourite of mine, just been released in its new 4K format, and this one's the HMV exclusive, as you can see from the front, and that is Willow. Yep, a very enjoyable film, nice and easy watching, PG, but it's great to see it finally getting a 4K release, even if it hasn't got Atmos. It does have Dolby Vision though. So I'm very pleased. It's got a nice little selection. It's got of extras with deleted scenes, making of, a couple of other featurettes, and an audio commentary with Warwick Davis, and some matte paintings. That's very, very nice. I like that, and I like that cover. It's not going to, I don't think, win awards, but I like it. It's very nice. I think it grows on you as well. There's another HMV exclusive coming up, and that is one I hadn't actually got before. This isn't an upgrade. I'm very surprised. The Willow was an upgrade from the Blu-ray. This one is Signs. I hadn't realised I hadn't got it, but I didn't. And they've put it out in 4K, so I thought now's a good time to get it, especially in this lovely HMV exclusive steelbook. Yes, that image on the front is very misleading in that you don't get crop circles across the planet Earth. You've only got them in a small area, but it looks very, very impressive, and well, it works for me. And of course, it's M. Night Shyamalan with this nice twist at the end. Some people think it makes no sense. I think you can make it make sense, even though it's not its cleverest twist and most logical. But good movie. Another one with making of, which is a 6-parter on this one. The featurette's about looking for, building, making, and there's a commentary by Shyamalan itself, the effects, music, storyboards, and deleted scenes. So that's a really nice selection on there. Next up, one that I do have already, I'm sure I've shown to you before, but I couldn't couldn't resist getting this very special Zavvi exclusive, I believe, which is the 4K of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I have the steelbooks. This is another steelbook. This is inside a new artwork case. I have got both the designs of steelbook, so this is just going to be a repeat of one of the steelbooks that I have already. But considering that it's got a good, it's got the same features I've got already, but it's got the addition of this slip, and with it doesn't say what that is. It's either going to be art cards or a booklet, I imagine. I'll just put it up here. I'll have to look it up. For some reason or other, it doesn't say on the back what the package inside the slip is. You'd have thought they'd have said that, since it's the unique thing. But the really big reason I got it, apart from that, it's nice artwork. I like it. even though I already have it on 4K, yet another backup, etc., or different style. Wouldn't have paid out lots and lots of money, but what's this 4K steelbook, and it was something like, I think, about tenner. So it was absolutely ridiculous what they reduced it down to in one of the Zavvi sales. I will probably have to correct myself in probably a little bit more than that, but I'll put the correction up there if I'm wrong. But I know it was significantly less than just getting the steelbook by itself. I managed to do that once with another one where they put stickcase on it, and I think they have got one of the other marbles as well at the same time. I resisted getting them all just on, like I said, not supposed to be spending too much in December, but didn't seem to work out that way. This one I haven't seen, and I'm sure some of you are going to be there saying you don't want to either, but I want to judge for myself. I think I might like it more than some, and that is Joker Folie à Deux, and this is the Italian cover 2, I believe. I think this is the one that Big Paulie thought he was getting when he ordered the steelbook, and ended up with, I can't remember, he got design 1 or 3. There were 3 different steelbook designs Italy have got, and he got the one with the pair of umbrellas either side of the Joker. That I think is the one he wanted with the white background as he described it. I would like to point out that in actual fact, even though in all the pictures, and I'm sure maybe just decoding it like that, it looks like it's characters on a white background, it isn't actually. That's a silver background. It's not just straight down to the metal. It is a proper. It's coloured in silver, but it's silver representing white. It's not. So just so you know. Okay, next up we have something that I really did not realise until very recently was out on Blu-ray officially, and that is one that doesn't quite match the t-shirt, but near enough. Is the miniseries they did of the Continental. That's, I believe it's 3 episodes with a few little extra features. Welcome to History of, which is nice. 262 minutes runtime. I think that Kermit's Ghost was saying the other day that they aren't all nice, despite the fact it's 262 minutes, and you thought, divided by 3, I can work out how long each episode is. Apparently there's a significant disparity between the lengths of the episodes, so you can't just divide by 3. One is about a quarter of an hour longer than another one, whatever. That's just the way it decided to do it. Really looking forward to this. Love John Wick. Totally prepared to enter the world of the Continental and the lobby. I even have something to hang the door key on. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing this. I think I'm planning on doing this over a couple of nights or 3 nights as a late night watch coming up soon. So looking forward to, very much looking forward to seeing that. And that's, I'm feeling that back. Yeah, that's DTS HD Master Audio. It's shot, even though it's for TV, it's like I said, TV 3-part miniseries. It's shot in 2.4.1 to aspect ratio, so very filmic in that way. 15 rated for strong bloody violence, language, sex, nudity and drug misuse, so they're not going soft on us just because it's on TV, which is great to see. I don't want them letting down the proper John Wick stuff, so pleased at that. Yeah, so like I said, very soon. I'm really looking forward to that. This one I saw, like far too much of the stuff I saw on Kermit's channel, and looking forward to. I liked the sound of it, so I just thought I'd catch it on Blu-ray when I had the chance, and that is Curse of the Crimson Altar. It doesn't actually say, it's only an 87-minute film, which I'm finding very useful at the moment to find my shorter films. Not necessarily fix them at the 1.5 hour mark, but shorter ones around about that region, because I'm fitting them in late night before I go to bed, and that's the sort of things that my wife's not interested in, this sort of thing. So no, it's really looking good. It's got lots of stuff on the back. Features, there we go. Like I said, 87 minutes, 1.66 to 1. Check its age there, 1968. A couple of years after I was born. Region B, put out by 88 Films. This is one of their T-Gon output. I'm buying quite a lot of 88 films recently, and really not enjoying. It's got the original mono and subtitles, obviously, audio commentary, and that audio commentary is by Kim Newman. A big fan of his knowledge on the cutting room floor. It looks like it's an editor chat about the editing at the T-Gon Films studios. Altar Sacrifice. This is some a featurette. Sean Hogan on H.P. Lovecraft and the Curse of the Crimson Altar. It'd be Lovecraftian in its background. Creating the film, making of, original trailer, the trailer, stills gallery, reversible C featuring the new artwork, that one, and the original poster artwork from the US version. Limited edition booklet with notes by Andrew Graves. So a nice little package there. I'm just going to slide out that way. Very good. I'm going to enjoy seeing that. Next one is one that I've been looking forward to tracking down for a fair price for ages, and it dropped. I don't know, I can't remember the actual price it dropped to, but it started off very expensive and suddenly it came. Well, I found it in stock at a decent price and was able to get hold of it, and that is a very old, brilliant classic TV series, The Rockford Files. This is the whole series on Blu-ray. It's the US release. I don't think the UK has got the Blu-rays, or certainly not all of them, whatever. Lots. There we go. As you can see, seasons 1 to 6. That's the whole lot. Just fantastic. James Garner, seminal role. It's award-winning, brilliant. DTS HD Master Audio, probably only mono, but because that would be what it was made in at the time. And similarly 1.33 to 1 or 3 aspect ratio. At least the mono is in DTS HD Master Audio, so it'll be Lossless, so that'd be nice. And that there, for a very reasonable amount of money, is 103.5 hours nigh on of watching. It is, I believe it is actually a locked one, this one, for Region A, so I'm very glad I've got a all region machine for that. So, lovely bottom of the box there as well. It's nice. Next up, we're going to go with a big release before Christmas by Arrow Films, and that's one I think quite a lot of people will have picked up, and that is the new release of 4K Demolition Man. Great film, good fun, totally daft, but really enjoyable. I think it's a great shame they didn't put it out on in the steelbook. I think it's also a great shame that they put out the steelbook a little while ago and didn't put in the 4K then, or do the 4K then, when a lot of people said, I'm not buying it until they do the 4K. I didn't, because I wanted it on steelbook. It is obviously quite people will say you're a fool, you should have known it was coming, but again, it hasn't come to a certain extent. They've put out this lovely set, yes, with all those, if you want, lovely extras, the restoration from the original. I think the two cuts with the Taco Bell and Pizza Hut versions. I cannot believe that somebody in the US said they don't understand how the Pizza Hut version would work worldwide, because you're in the US, you're using Taco Bell, which is a cheapo takeaway, sort of cheapo grab place, and replacing it with Pizza Hut for the rest of the world. Surely and therefore it doesn't make sense, because Pizza Hut is a high quality restaurant. And I was there thinking, not sure you've ever been to a high quality restaurant to this when I saw this comment on this film on some social media somewhere. I'm sure Pizza Hut and Taco Bell are both very lovely, and I wish they want to sponsor me. But anyway, yes, presented via seamless branching. You see, 4K people, distributors, you can seamless branch 4Ks if you want to. Stop giving us the blinking 4K of the theatrical and the extended cut on Blu-ray. You can do it. You just are not. Stop being lazy. It's got Dolby Vision, great job. It's got DTS HD Master Audio, lossless, original, or the updated Dolby Atmos options, so that's absolutely fantastic as well. Brand new audio commentary, archive audio commentary. That wasn't one audio, I didn't repeat myself, that was two different brand new audio commentaries. Interviews, another new interview. I mean, I'm sure you might have seen lots of people commenting on this already, so you probably know. But no, a fantastic set. Somewhere over the Rambo. What? You've got to be kidding! The person came up with that title. Trailers, 60-page Perfect Band collector's book. That's absolutely lovely. Limited edition packaging. This is very rare. And double-sided fold-out poster and some 6 postcard size art cards, and some 3 eggshells and Edgar friendly graffiti stickers. I don't know how many people will be actually using the stickers rather than leaving them in the packaging for collecting. I don't know. Reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork. I think that's the original artwork. I haven't seen I have seen it probably, but Yeah, absolutely fantastic net, but it just seems a great shame that they didn't do this set those few months ago and put it in a steelbook inside a nice sturdy case like this. I think people would have still paid out for it. But at least this made it a more reasonable cost. Yeah, and Arrow, as we know, which means it's going to be pretty high quality. We're on to some foreign language stuff now, so you'll bear with me. I enjoy it. This is She. Otherwise, well, let's just go with the English title, Beauty of Beauties. That's one of the most ambitious films ever in Taiwan history. This is done by the filmmaker who did this, left the Shaw Brothers studio, moved to Taiwan, and did this historical epic, which is very famous in Chinese history, portraying the war between two Chinese kingdoms, set in 475 to 221 BC, and all to do with very clever spying and whatever, feeling about love, classic tales, etc. We've got, I said, I think it's only in the, yes, it's only in the original Mandarin mono, but it does have newly translated English subtitles, which a lot of them, I think I've mentioned recently, are doing, which is probably an improvement. They do make a difference having subtitles that are newly translated. Some of the subtitles I've seen on stuff recently that I've been watching that aren't new, have just been really, really bad. I've even seen some subtitles that on dubbed stuff that actually just copy or just print out the very, very poor dubbing, so doesn't even match, which is awful. Anyway, there's a restoration comparison, which is always nice to see, so you can appreciate just what the work that's gone in. This is another 88 films job, reversible sleeve, and this will keep you going for a while. This is not one I'm going to probably pop in quickly before bedtime, so I do it over because it's 155 minutes long. It's region A and B. So yeah, that's Blu-ray there. This one, I can't remember whose channel I saw this on. I think this might have been Kermit going around HMV recently. And this is one of his Radiance Films releases. They've been putting out so much stuff recently, and if you don't have any, especially if you don't have any objection to subtitled only films, then they've put out an awful lot of stuff that is available to you, and it looks like it's got some real quality to it. This is the Yokohama BJ Blues, which is very nice. It's again, like I said, Japanese language only. This one is based in the 80s. Chap who's, when his police detective best friend is killed, down the hill private eye and part-time blues singer BJ gets the blame. He must start his own investigation to clear his name, and continues to, and then he uncovers a tangled web involving crooked cops. Try saying it quickly. Drug dealing gangsters and the city's underground gay and biker scenes. So that'll be captures the urban Japan at the height of its 80s decadence, and is described as neo-noir. And really looking forward to this one. Apparently a loose remake of Robert Altman's The Long Goodbye. So, yeah, limited to 3,000 copies, though that's limited to 3,000 copies with this band. I think, is it, has it got, what's the, supposed to be just, I think it might have a, oh yes, well, the reversible sleeve will not change. It's got a limited edition booklet in there. I think that's the only thing apart from this band that is numbered, I believe. Is it numbered? Well, it just says it's 3,000. It doesn't even say it's numbered. Oh dear me. Well, not, some of these appear to be numbered, but it says it's on the band that it's a 3,000 limited copy. If you're willing to wait, you sound like you are interested in the film, but you don't particularly want to pay full price right now, then most Radiance films, or all the ones I've seen, do eventually get a non-limited copy without the booklet, and just obviously not 3,000 copies, whatever, without the band around it, and those go for, I think the price goes down from about 20, I can't remember, but it goes down by a good £5-6. Once the limited edition has gone out of print. Remind me, I'll try to put up there if I remember to, because I have got some that I've got on limited edition and some that I've got on non-limited. Mostly, I will confess that I got them on non-limited because I didn't notice they'd come out until the originals had sold out. So this is another one. I don't think this is going to be his, but it's going to be, I believe, far from his greatest, but it does have Donnie Yen in it, fantastic martial artists. This is only a very small package, but just the extra of a making of, and that's it. It's got 5.1 sound, but that's about it. It's got English subtitles with Cantonese 5.1 as the language. It's not insignificant runtime though, with 135 minutes, and fantasy, adventure, vengeance and martial arts collide to spectacular effect. Wrongly accused of the murder of his master, he goes on the run in search of answers and the real killer. There are lots of people who appear to be accused of the murder of their master in Japan. It always ends up with a big fight. That's looking forward to that. Yes, the slightly, there's a couple, just a little run now of some of the slightly naughtier titles, or whatever. This isn't really. It's just, you know what I mean. Okay, let's get on with it. And this is Elvira. This is a German import, Tale 1 and 2. That's the first one is Mistress of the Dark. The second one is Haunted Hills. All good camp fun, to be honest. German, as you can see, 16. Rated about the same as R15. These do have English audio, because of course they were made in English, so they're dubbed into, even though it's a German release, if it's made in English it'll be dubbed into German. It probably won't have English subtitles, but I'll live without that, and I'm pretty sure that to get these any other way is a lot more expensive. This is pretty cheap if you import it from Amazon Germany, so that'd be a bit of fun. This one is American, and I got from Wow HD. HD, and it's actually got quite a decent reputation. It's one of the multiple retellings of called The Most Dangerous Game. That's been retold in various films in various different ways, and this is one set in space, and it's got lots of Scream Queen fun. And this one is called Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity, and it sounds like it's going to be a laugh. Like I said, this one is got this is an American import from Wow HD, Full Moon production. Carnal thrills, haunting chills, sci-fi spills. In the 1987 cult classic Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity, controversial and campy riff on Richard O'Connell's oft-adapted story, The Most Dangerous Game set in space. Busting loose from an intergalactic prison, the inmates flee to uncharted planet where they're taken in by the reclusive alien aristocrat Zed and his robot henchman. There they meet other stranded travellers who are being kept by their scar-faced host under the guise of being guests. Wandering into his gruesome trophy room and seeing the head-mounted fates that previous visitors have met, they soon discover they're to be used in the game of a pulse-pounding race to the death. Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity became a hot-button film when North Carolina Senator Jesse Helms used the movie as an example of the perversity waiting to warp young minds on late-night cable. Naturally, Helm's crusade only propelled the film's popularity with the curious teenagers. So, absolutely. You don't have to be a teenager to enjoy it. And finally, and this one came out, this is coming out for the UK market. This is 88 Films again. This is a Blu-ray DVD double release. To change the artwork at the last minute, not quite sure why, but this is a film by Josh Jacquin, and this is one that's called Madame Claude. Came out soon after Emmanuel and Story of O. This is obviously done in the same style. This one is actually based on real life. Madame Claude is a real controversial figure in recent French history. In fact, it was released as The French Woman in the United States and is described as a mesmerizing mixture of elegant eroticism and potent political thriller. So that sounds quite interesting. It's also stars Klaus Kinski in a sinister role, and an inventive direction. It's got a new original, like I said, original art slipcase, booklet with new notes. Originally, if you're on the American market, this was released as the French Woman in the United States, Madame Claude elsewhere. And this you can either watch in the original French mono with English subs or an English mono 2.0 dub. There's a video essay and by Klaus Kinski and a gallery to add to that little selection. And I shall just see if even though it's got an original art, so the actual inside is also. Now I don't know whether or not they've got new art on the. It's a reversible slip with new art, but it's a very nice thick for a single. It's not bad. It's there, so that's nice. So actually looking forward to that one. It's going to be interesting I wonder how much they changed the real life story and to make the film, or whether or not the real life story was actually suitable enough. And finally, and this is one that I've mentioned before, because I've got the remake of The Getaway and said I was desperately wanted to see the original before I saw the remake to compare them, and it was relatively hard to get hold of. I think I turned out to be very hard to get hold of, certainly the UK copy, but the US copy was available at a reasonable price if you were to look. Again, I think this one might be Region A locked, which is why some people are going to find it difficult to be able to compare the two so easily. This is, I'm just going on again. I do have a horrible habit, I do realise, I'm sorry about that, of describing a film and then not telling you what it is for until ages down the line. And this is, The Getaway, and Steve McQueen, Alan Graw, and Sam Peckinpah is directing. Master Thief knows his wife slept with the local political boss in order to spring him from jail. What he can't know is a series of double crosses will sour the deal once he's on the outside, and executing the ultimate robbery. Steven Seagal and Alan Graw. It's supreme action thriller based on Jim Thompson's novel. Sam Peckinpah directed, filming across Texas and in sequence from the Huntsville State Prison opening to the explosive El Paso border climax. Once The Getaway starts, there is no escaping its breathless intensity. Commentary by Peckinpah, that's nice, I like seeing that. Virtual Real One commentary by Steve McQueen and Ali McGraw and Sam Peckinpah. That's going to be good. New featurette, Real 4 bank robbery sequence with alternate Fielding score, audio only bonus, alternate Jerry Fielding score, and a Sam movie trailer gallery. That's certainly a decent amount of extras for something like this, so I'm very pleased. And I think even the remake of this is pretty highly regarded, but this is definitely considered safe. The only downside is I think I can feel that might be needing a replacement case, because that feels like a eco case I've took you through there. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. That was my December haul, and I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like, it really helps the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm trying to put out a little bit more content and more regularly at the moment, so hopefully things will be popping up saying, Blue Justin's put out another video. So and I've got a couple of ideas for things that are a little bit different coming up soon, so not just hauls, and not even just unboxings of Blu-rays, etc. So really appreciate that if you would. In the meantime, please keep on enjoying all your own watching of Blu-rays, TV, going to the cinema, supporting the cinema, etc. And until I see you next time.